Here are shares of Fortuna Mining. They're doing right now, they're at $8.95. They're down a little bit today. The company just completed the sale of its San Jose mine in Mexico and that was announced on Friday. It's also exiting Yaramoko mine in Burkina Faso. So let's bring in Jorge Ganoza. He's the president and CEO of Fortuna Mining. Thanks for joining us today.
Good day. Pleased to be here.
Let's start with the San Jose mine in Mexico. Your company held it for more than a dozen years. Why did you decide to sell the silver mine?
As is the case with the San Jose and Yaramoko mine in Burkina Faso, both mines are coming to the end of their life of mine. We have basically exhausted reserves in the case of the San Jose mine. And, a mine closure, that is what we had to face moving forward, is a big demand on capital and management's attention. And with this price environment, it was not difficult to find a private group that would be interested in continuing under a different cost structure, under a different production profile, operating the mine. No?
Okay, so what about the mine in Burkina Faso? Why did you decide to sell there? Was it the same reason? And what has it been like doing business there?
Yes, in the case of the Yaramoko mine, we have provided guidance for 2025 at that mine. It's a very profitable mine, but we were presented with a very compelling offer from a local Burkinabe group. So we are considering the compelling offer and the deteriorating business conditions in Burkina Faso, we decided to go ahead with the transaction. Basically, we guided for 2025 around 120,000 ounces of gold, 120,000 ounces of gold, of which in the first quarter we delivered 33,000. So we are giving up within our guidance 70,000 ounces for the year in exchange for $70 million, which is the valuation we received. We believe we're getting fair value, even considering spot prices on a risk-adjusted basis. It is clear that the business climate in Burkina Faso has been deteriorating. A government that's going through a security crisis, a humanitarian crisis, and a financial crisis. So we believe it was prudent to exit the country, and at the same time, we're realizing, I believe, fair value for the asset.
Are there other assets you're considering selling at this point?
No. Again, the particulars around San Jose and Yaramoko are that both were either at the end of their life of reserves or coming to the end of the life of reserves. So the other three mines we have in our portfolio currently have reserves that support life of mines close or over 10 years, a decade. So that is our strategic focus, and that is where we want to focus our capital and management's attention, building that portfolio of a mid-sized producer in the range of probably 500,000 ounces of gold annually, with cost that sits at the middle or below the cost curve, and with life of reserves closer to a decade. And that's where we are putting our energy and effort in building that. And we have three good mines. We are looking for the fourth one and fifth one, replacing the two that we spoke about.
Can you expand a little bit on your gold equivalent production for 2025? You were talking about one specific mine, but can you give us a broader outlook on your expectation for the year?
Yes, our guidance in place is for around 420,000 ounces of gold. That's a gold equivalent. That's basically gold and a silver. So as we successfully close the sale of the Yaramoko mine, our gold equivalent production for the year would be coming down to 350,000 ounces.
All right. You also have some expansion going on in Argentina. Can you bring us up to speed on what's happening there, what stage you're at?
Yes, Argentina has been in the news lately because of the policies the new government's been implementing, and Argentina has been drawing a lot of attention. We're coming out of basically 2 years of expanding a large capital project, expanding or real estate at the leach pad. So we have set up the mine for the next decade of production. What we have at the Lindero mine is a gold porphyry with a long life of reserves over a decade. And with this capital project that we completed in early 2025, we have set up the mine for the next decade, as I explained. So we are in a good position because we're in a position to start harvesting the benefits of this higher gold price and having those large capital projects behind us in a country that is moving in the right direction towards macroeconomic stability.
Let me ask you about how your company has changed over the last decade. Where would you say you have most expanded or made progress over the last 10 years?
You know, a big shift in the company strategy came in 2021. Fortuna was, we're a 20-year-old company today, and for 16 years, we were anchored in Latin America. And in 2021, we decided to expand into West Africa. And let me, for your audience, give you a fun fact. If you contour the gold-producing regions of West Africa, the size of that geography would be equal to the state of Texas in the US or as big as France and Belgium put together. That small area produces more gold annually than the largest gold-producing nation in the world, which is China, which is a continental-sized nation. That geography I described produces around 380 tons of gold annually. China produces about 360. And the second largest producer in the world, you start finding countries like Australia, Russia, Canada, the US. All of those are continental-sized nations. And this small geography produces more gold than any one of those countries. So the mineral endowment is second to none. The prolific expansion of the mining industry in the region is second to none. And we decided to expand there, and we've been quite successful. We currently have a presence in 3 countries, divesting out of one of them right now. But we have our anchor mine or flagship asset, let's say, the Séguéla mine, is located in the Ivory Coast. We have a development project, Diamba Sud, located in Senegal, and the Yaramoko mine in Burkina Faso, which has been a great asset. It's coming to its end of life, and we're looking to divest of it right now.
All right, Jorge Ganoza, thank you for joining us today.